Good morning. It's September 12th, and this weekend ahead is going to be some information overload. And there's a lesson here. With everything going on in the sky right now, our lesson is to shut the fuck up. Stop just reacting to every little bit of information. We've been in information overload since last summer, and it has been well past time that we should have learned by now to stop responding to that first bit of information that comes out. Stop reacting to every little thing somebody says, every little, making up your mind over one little tiny initial piece of information before the entire story comes out is not good. It's not good for anybody. It's definitely not good for the collective as a whole. And that is going to be our lesson. We have today, the moon is still in Taurus until this afternoon. It's being ruled by Venus in Leo. So there is this emotional need to get loud and to be heard when it comes to the fact that we're feeling uncomfortable. We're feeling unsafe. We are feeling like everything is changing. Taurus doesn't like change, and quite honestly, neither does Leo. So there is this very stubborn energy in the air of, look at me, I don't like this, I'm uncomfortable, and this is how I'm going to react to these things that are making me feel uncomfortable and unsafe. And then this afternoon, the moon moves into Gemini, where it's going to be ruled by Mercury in Taurus. Gemini and Taurus are in conflict with each other, even though they're both ruled by Mercury, because one of them wants to react. It wants to say the things. It wants to take action immediately, which is the Gemini energy. And that's where our emotional state's going to be. But Virgo tells us to slow down, receive the information first before doing anything with it. That Mercury, right now, I believe it's combust the sun right now, but it's going to be exactly conjunct the sun early tomorrow morning. So we're in this space where we don't see the whole story. We're going to get that clarity in the midst of when Mercury is in the middle of the sun. And then we're going to be able to do what we need to do with that information if we're listening to it and taking it in instead of just responding to it. So essentially, we're burning off the old stories of information, your ideas, your plans, your self-doubt, you're being hypercritical, not only of yourself, but the people around you as well. We're going to see where we were wrong. We're going to see where those things need to change. And then as Mercury moves below the sun in the sky, we need to get more internal and think these things through, finish burning off those stories with the new information that we have so that we can get our minds in a better place to work in a better way, communicate more effectively in the collective. Then Sunday evening, the moon will move into Cancer, which is hopefully will be in a place where we can actually be compassionate and understanding with each other at that point. Now, we are also going to see a third quarter moon on Sunday, which is closing out an old story that actually began in June of 2023. Now, me personally, I have a problem with people not hearing me when I'm talking. Right? It's a huge issue for me. It's a huge trauma trigger for me. And this is something that I've been really working on. This is where we're in the story, where we've learned our lessons. We've figured out what we needed to do about how we're communicating, becoming more effective communicators. Interestingly enough, we have all of this going on in the world right now when it comes to a person whose entire thing was debate, right? This is where we need to learn how to have actual debates instead of being self-righteous and just reacting and instead of listening, right? We've got to learn to hear what people are saying instead of just responding to what we think they are saying, right? I even did a video about this like yesterday. We have to start hearing the words that people are saying, processing them, and actually responding to what they are saying, not what our mind, our trauma, our preconceived notions think that they are saying. Cards, energy of the weekend is the Fool, right? There is this leap of faith kind of energy, right? But that's not necessarily always a good thing, because what's going to happen is this evening or this afternoon, when the moon enters Gemini, it's going to start triggering off the Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune. That's all happening, right? That internal reflection of Uranus and Gemini for the first time in 74, 75 years has a lot of people going, oh my gosh, what do I do with this information? They're going to be wanting to just jump on a bandwagon, start saying anything and everything that comes out that pops up in their mind. But what we are focusing on is the Nine of Wands that continues to haunt us, right? Obviously, there's something here about having those boundaries. We need to make sure that we are keeping our guard up. We are avoiding the Five of Wands. Again, we're not going to fight them. We're not going to argue them. Then we're not going to engage in all of this petty nonsense that's going on. Bottom of the deck is also Five of Pentacles. You might be finding yourself in a situation where you are unfriending people. You're blocking people. You're losing part of your community. You're feeling a little outcast from the people around you. That can be very unsettling right now. Clarifiers for the Fool. We have Page of Swords, very Gemini energy, and the World. Again, it's like you're just wanting to just say anything and everything to just end the discussion. There's Page of Swords can be like just petty, run-of-the-mouth type of energy. It's curious, right? But are they being curious in a genuine manner, or are they just trying to get a rise out of you type of energy? So there is this energy of a lot of communication, but are we actually communicating effectively, or are we just trying to just say whatever's on our mind or trying to get a rise out of other people? A lot of negging kind of energy in the air here, where people are just trying to get a rise out of you. It's time to put an end to that. Clarifiers for our Nine of Wands. We have the Devil and Devil, Knight of Pentacles, and Eight of Wands. These are two very conflicting energies here, right? Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. This is very much that Virgo energy of taking your time, processing what's coming up, having the conversations, thinking them through. But the Eight of Wands is everything's moving very, very fast, right? So it's like things are out of your control, right? Everybody's doing all the things, but nothing is moving all at once. So it's very stagnant yet fast energy, and it feels like it's just got you stuck in a prison almost. Clarifiers for our Five of Wands, Judgment, and I keep throwing cards. All right, Judgment and Knight of Swords. So your second chance to do things differently. Are you going to engage in the petty arguments? Are you going to engage in the fighting and the division that's happening? Or are you going to just have that guard up, take control of your own situations, take control of your own mind, and stand your ground, have your boundaries, and just don't engage? Bottom of the deck is Four of Swords. There is this underlying desire to just have some damn mental peace. Things have been wild for a long time, and it is beyond time for us to slow our minds down, process things in an effective way instead of all of this just reacting type of energy.